Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. Today we would like to present about my subject is warehouse operation. First of all, let me introduce myself and my teamwork. First, my name is Muzammil bin Salman. My number matrix is 30JLS20F 2012. The second partner is Lashwin Sathian. Their number matrix 30JLS20F 2022. Third, Siti Nabihah Binti Azmi. Their number matrix is 30JLS20F 2028. And the last one is Salini A V.Velu. Their number matrix is 30JLS20F 2004. Now we would like to discuss about our topic is safety and health in warehouse. Okay, now let's go to the introduction. Okay, my first slide is introduction about safety management and SOP. The first point is warehouse safety is the one biggest concern faced by warehouse manager and their employees. This worry stems from warehouse industry worker sustaining many injuries and fatality, with an average about 19 fatalities per year. Second point is warehouse safety is understanding common workplace injuries and what causing them. The following are the most common causing of these injuries. The first accident is the heavy equipment accident. Second, slip, trips and falls. And the last one is exposure to chemical. And the third one point is our tips to follow the SOP of warehouse safety. There is must be used safety equipment. For example, safety boot and relative vest color. Second is identify and mark hazardous zone. Any worker must be know the labels of hazardous and symbol to ensure that accident of explosion of dangerous goods must be avoided. And the last one is should be have a license to use warehouse vehicle equipment. For example, vehicle is in warehouse is forklift and ULD container vehicle. Now I pass to my friend to continue this slide. Thank you.
My name is Lashwin Sathian. My number matrix is 30DLS20F 2022. Today I'll be focusing on safety policy and safety regulation. For safety policy is an organization safety policy which is recognized by its written statement of its commitment to protect the health and safety of the employees as well as the surrounding community. The safety policy also details the measures the company takes and will take to protect the life and health of their employees, often surpassing the requirements set out by the laws or by the standard practices of the industry. For safety policy, the Occupational Health and Safety Act requires employees to develop and implement a safety policy. To succeed, a safety policy requires both commitment and endorsement from the employers and from the employees. There are generally three sections in a safety policy, which include the statement of the policy, responsibility, arrangement or procedures. Statement of the policy basically focuses on the employee's commitment to managing health and safety and the goals of the policy. Responsibility in where stating who is responsible for implementing, enacting and tracking each element of the policy. For arrangement of procedure, it basically outlines the detail of the procedure including the reduction of hazard policy. It may also include the detail about the following, which are the employees training, use of administrative control, hazard isolation, locking, warning, signs and symbol, marking hazards, use of personal protective equipment such as helmet, safety boots, removing hazardous materials or replacing them with less harmful alternative, improve lighting and working environment, prevention of slip, trip and fall incidents. For safety regulation, I'll be focusing on these 5 regulations, which are the Occupational Safety and Health Regulation 1997, 2019, 2004, 2013 and 1996. For Occupational Safety and Health Regulation 1997, focuses on registration of a safety and health officer and duties of an employer. The regulation of 2019 focuses on the noise hazards, cause, prevention and effects. The regulation of 2004 focuses on the notification of accident, dangerous occurrence, occupational poisoning and occupational disease. The regulation of 2013 focuses on classification, labelings and safety data sheet of hazardous chemicals. For the regulation of 1996, it focuses on controlling industrial major hazard accidents.
Thank you, Lashwin. My name is Siti Nabihah Binti Azmi. My number matric 30DS20F2028. So we continue about safety management. Safety management is a set of regulatory guidelines and industry best practice to help warehousing personnel ensure a safe work environment and reinforce safe behavior when working in warehouses. Next, safety rules to avoid workplace injury. Number 1. Keep work area clean. Proper housekeeping alone can go a long way in preventing injury. Before starting or leaving their shift, employers should always check their work area and make sure it is clean and ready for them or the next employer to start work safely. Number 2. Always wear the proper PPE and safety equipment for the work task. PPE protecting employers from hazard at work and safety equipment help protect workers against health or safety risks on the job site. Number 3. Use the safe lifting technique. Safe lifting keeps your back healthy and allow you to avoid common workplace injury such as lower back pain. Number 4. Make sure chemicals are properly labeled and stored. Label can help you identify the more hazard chemicals, tell you what the dangers are, and advise how to use them safely. Number 5. Communicate safety hazard to other personnel. It is because preventing employer injury and illness. Lastly, stop work when needed to address hazard. When a worker perceives an unsafe condition, hazard, or behavior on the job site, they have an obligation to stop work or intervene on behalf of another person at risk. That's all from me. I pass the presentation.
Hello, my name is V.Velu. My metric number is 30DLS20F2004. In this video, I want to present about hierarchy. Based on this, I want to talk about diagram of risk assessment stages. The first stage is identify hazard. Examine the activities in the warehouse and identify the hazard at every step. The next step is determine who is at risk because of this hazard. Third step, evaluate risk on the basis of the threat and accident examined. Figure out the risk associated with every operation. After evaluating your risk, record all the observations and keep them safe. The last step is review the update protocol. Carry out the activities at fixed interval to ensure that your review all risk is risk and update your safety protocol accordingly. Thank you. My second slide, I want to talk about two things. The first one is photos of hazard and potential of risk at warehouse. These are the main hazard normally happen in the warehouse. Stepping on the broken pallet that poses a several risk of causing and fall injury, falling down before trying to pick up heavy cardboard boxes from the shelf, heart injury at work. To avoid this hazard, make sure you have detailed procedure for where things go and when employees should do, when a spill and similar issue to incorrect. The second thing is explanation of hierarchy. Implementation in warehouse operation. What is hierarchy? Hierarchy is broke down three elements, which is high, hazard identification, risk examination, and RC risk control, which is based on the occupational safety and healthy OSH and achieving the objective of it. Furthermore, hierarchy is required by the law under OSHA and regulation. Before analyzing, it is important to able classify hazard, danger, and risk. Hazard identification is hazard recognize item or material which are potential threat that may cause injury or harm to people. Risk examination in hierarchy. Risk assessment, the ability to analyze the responsibility of a person getting harm or injury when exposed to the hazard and evaluate how long or high or damaged could be. Risk control in hierarchy. Risk control measuring or action take elimination the risk or maximize the risk of the person exposed to the hazard. Improvement. The improvement that should be done in where DOSH and OSHA should add more act or procedure that can be applied to all type of employment sector. The suggestion I give to the suggestion that we can process it where the organization body OSHA and DOSH need to create a constitution where every type job or company need to have procedure created by the DOSH that need to be applied. OSHA and DOSH also need to improve in them terms of provide safety item to the sector to be more contained and safer. Thank you.